Hey guys, so we're back, and this is the collab piece with acrylic pour, artistic pours and more with Jeanne Marie. So here's what we have so far. We have a beautiful mermaid with the gold star. We have the chunky glitter with resin, but as you can tell in some of these chunks, the chunky glitter kind of is raised. So once that has fully dried, which it is, we're going to add another coat of resin to cover up the pieces of the chunks that kind of stick out so that we get a smooth top coat. But I'm not just going to do plain resin. This is plain resin I've mixed up. And then I have the Extreme Glitter Hologram, which also dries clear. It's just really fine, nitty-gritty glitter. And then I have Color Shift in Aqua Flash. And we're going to put a dab of the glitter in here and then add a little bit of the Color Shift and Aqua Flash just so that gives it a little bit more dimension and some shine, because mermaids are sparkly and glittery and fun. So it's 1/10, so I'm only going to put about 3 drops, which isn't even like a fifth. And I'm going to stir the glitter in, and then we're going to add the Color Shift. I just want to take time with each one to make sure. And we're going to do the Color Shift very little in here. That way it's transparent. We don't want it to like cover anything up. The whole goal is for it to be very transparent. So we're just going to do a couple drops of the Color Shift as well. There's 1 drop. We're going to try 2 drops. And then see if it's noticeable enough, even though it's, or see if we want to, I think that's good. So we did 2 drops of that. So we're still under the 10% for the paint to resin ratio. And it's still clear. It just has a very slight tint of that aqua color flash, which matches this aqua green that we painted, so it works out. Okay, and I'm gonna put that on, and then we'll add more if we need to. Put the gloves all the way up. I put so little of that Aqua Flash in there, that way it's still transparent. But it's just going to add just a little extra sparkle and glimmer, depending on, you know, which way you look at the painting. And mermaids are sparkly. It'll also give a little bit more 3D effect for, you know, to make it look like she is actually in the ocean, which is the goal. She's in the water, so. This is actually the 4th coat of resin on this piece. There's a coat of glitter resin, this fine glitter resin, and then a coat of clear resin on top of the pour. And then we did the decal and painted over it with aqua green. Then we painted the star in when all of that dried, and when we pulled the decal off, painted the star in. Then we added the chunky glitter in resin, and now we're adding this resin coat. And there's a few places I still see the chunky glitter sticking up, so I may have to add a clear coat on top of this just to kind of have a solid top coat. So I'm going to take this glove off because it's got resin all over it. Very carefully, we're going to take this glove off. And I'm going to torch to get all of these little fine bubbles. I have to eventually either refill this torch or buy another one. I'm I'm doing it very carefully, but I'm looking at where the bubbles are. And I know you guys can't see all these satisfying bubbles popping from your angle. I may eventually get another camera and put it at a lower angle when I'm doing this so that you guys can see. Yeah, it's showing that it's about a third of the way full, but it's just every now and then, I guess because I'm tilting it, it sounds like it's empty. Okay, I'm gonna lean down and see where any other bubbles are, because you don't want all those little teeny tiny bubbles to interfere with the fact that there's glitter, and well, plus they'll rise to the top and dry and leave holes in your work. So I'm kind of keeping a close eye, because they'll rise more every time you heat it. More bubbles will actually come and rise. So most of the chunky glitter is covered and level. There's a spot here, 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 and here. We'll see if it ends up leveling out, or if I have to add another layer. It'd be nice if this was the last layer, just because it looks gorgeous, you guys. But if I have to add another layer, I will. There's a spot right back here. Needs a little bit of glitter. I'll just let that run over the side. And I will hit it with the torch. And it'll self-level in with the rest of it. I'm just going to make sure I didn't have any other spots in the corners or anything where the resin didn't quite do. Actually, I think I'm going to try those few spots that are still sticking up. I think I'm going to just add a touch of resin to those where the extreme holographic glitter is still there, and see if it kind of helps cover it up as it self-levels. We'll still torch it, but if it self-levels and covers it up, then we've got a level coat. Make sure there's no more spot. There's a spot over there. That chunky that's the only thing with that chunky glitter, is it sticks up, and you definitely have to add at least one more coat of resin to it. Okay, now I'm going to look and make sure that all the bubbles where I added that extra resin. And anywhere else on the piece. Okay. So if I look at it from the side now, it looks like it's a flat surface. We'll see when it dries. But anyway, so this is another part of the collaboration with Artistic Pours and More, Jeanne Marie, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. Definitely go check out her channel. She has some amazing art. We have another collaboration coming up soon. She's got some great videos up. Go watch some of her videos. She's also a part of Pouring in Harmony. So you can check out all of those videos if you go to the search bar on YouTube and type in hashtag Pouring in Harmony, or just click on the Pouring in Harmony link in the description. And then there's also, she's also a part of our YouTube 100, which is by by Johnny Farrow, and it's 100 videos in 100 days. So check all of that out. Definitely check her channel out, watch some of her videos, sub and let her know I sent you, and let me know what you think about this piece. And when it's dry, we'll come back and I'll show you guys how gorgeous it looks when it's done.